Nick Saraev has a wonderful 6-hour N8n masterclass on YouTube. What you're watching is lesson 3 from his masterclass as I try to implement it. In this video, you'll learn how to accept a booking request on cal.com. Your N8n automation will send an email confirmation to the customer booking the request and then send a CRM update record to your ClickUp CRM. Although in our case, what we will do is add a task to a list, because in the free version of ClickUp, I found it difficult to create a CRM template, but it will show you how to communicate from N8n to ClickUp. You'll be able to accept the incoming data from cal.com, send an automatic message using Gmail to the customer confirming, and book the meeting in your ClickUp account. The first thing you're going to need is a cal.com account. I didn't have one. If you don't, create a free one, and then we'll set it up together. So the first thing we're going to do is turn off search engine indexing. In your cal.com app, click on your name and then click settings. Search for the word allow search engine indexing and turn that off. Then click the back arrow. When you're on the event types page, we're going to create a new event type. It's going to be a discovery event so that we can create a discovery calendar that our potential customers can use to book meetings. Click on the new button on the event page and create a discovery type, and then click continue. Then go back to event types and you'll see that you have a new type called discovery. If you click the link over on the right, that will copy the form for the customer to fill out. If you click on the preview, you can see the form that they're going to use, and we'll do that later. And then the next thing we're going to do is edit the calendar to add a couple of things. We're going to change the name to first name and last name, and then we are going to add a revenue type of dropdown. So we're back on the event types page and we're looking at discovery calendar. Go to the 3 dots on the right side and click edit. Then under advanced, scroll down to the booking questions and find the one called your name. Click on edit and click split full name into first name and last name and click save. Then scroll down to add a question, and we'll create a question of type select, and we're going to put revenue in the identifier, the label, and the placeholder fields. Then we'll create 3 options. We're going to ask them about their revenue per month, and the first option will be 0 to 20K. The second option will be 20K to 50K a month. And the third option will be 50K to 150K a month. And the last option will be 150K plus per month. Then scroll down to the add button and click it. Then go to the top right and click save. Now go back to your event types and click on the preview. And you'll see that after you create a book a time, that you now have a revenue field. And when we connect this to our automation, we will have a first name and a last name, so we can address the customer by their first name in the email. Next, we're set up a ClickUp account. If you already have one, you might have a CRM template going. If not, you might want to follow along the way that we're going to do it, which is to use a task list. We will create a list and then add the booking request to our list, because in the free account, I had difficulty getting the CRM aspect of this to work. So instead, we'll communicate from N8n to ClickUp by adding a task to a list. So what we're going to do now is go into the ClickUp interface after you've created your free account or in your paid account, and we will go to the team space and we will add a meeting folder, and then we will add a meeting list, and our workflow will then add tasks to this list. So we're going to go to ClickUp now. Okay, open your ClickUp interface, and on the bottom left, you should see, if you're on home, you should see team space. So we're going to create a folder first, either by clicking the plus sign to the right of team space or the folder link underneath, and we'll call this folder our meeting folder, and we'll click create. Then click the plus sign to the right of meeting folder and create a list, and we'll call this our meeting list, and that's it for that step. Okay, so we'll go to N8n and we'll start a new workflow. From the dashboard, open your workspace. From your workspace, click Create Workflow. click the plus sign on the right side, get a cal.com trigger of type on booking created, click the right arrow on the credential, click create new credential, and then go to the link in the instructions that show you where to create an API key. It's app.cal.com/settings/developer/API keys. Click add, give it a name, click save. It will give you a key. Come back to your form and fill in your API key and click save. Then you'll have a trigger of type booking created. Click test step. Now we want to call our URL of the calendar that we created in the previous step. If you go to the instructions, you'll fill in your name of your cal.com calendar/discovery, and then we'll open that up. Now we're going to act as a customer who is creating a booking request. We'll say the 6th at 10 a.m., and then we'll fill in the name of the customer who is actually filling out this form, and we'll put an email in that's different than me as the owner of the cal.com in order to differentiate the emails, and we'll select a revenue, and then we'll say confirm. If you go back to your N8n output on the right side of your cal.com trigger, you'll have schema, table, and JSON, and they're all three ways of saying the same thing. This is the data that got created when we filled out the form. So you've now connected cal.com and N8n in your automation, and you can see that the title is Discovery between Carolyn Bogart and a customer, and that we also had a revenue way down here, and the revenue is value here, so that we know that we used our correct discovery form. Next, we're going to click on the canvas behind the cal.com trigger, and we will add our Gmail module next. For the Gmail credential, you'll go to lesson 1 to see the exact steps of how to connect N8n to Gmail. The resource will be a message, the operation will be send, and then we're going to drag some fields from our cal.com into our email to show how you can connect the cal.com input to the email. Then the last thing we're going to do before testing is get rid of the N8n attribution that it gets added to the email sent to your customer. So back in N8n, to the right of cal.com, click the plus sign, look for Gmail, and the message action is send a message. Then go to lesson 1 in the description if you need help setting up your connection. The first field that we want to fill in from our previous step is the customer's email, and the email is here. I'm going to drag that into the to field, and it gives us a preview below of what this resolves to, and that is the email that I put into the form when I acted as a customer. Then I'll click above to in order to remove the preview. The subject is going to be the title of the meeting, and I'm going to scroll up to the title, and I'm going to drag that into the subject. Discovery meeting between Carolyn Bogart and the person named a customer. We're going to leave it at HTML type of email, and then below, before we fill in the message, let's click Add Option, append N8n, and turn that off. The message is going to be hey, and then the first name of the person who's attending the meeting. So attendees, first name, hey, A. Then I'm going to click the end key in order to get to the end of that string, and I'm going to put a comma and then 2 BR tags in HTML for 2 new lines. I saw you scheduled a meeting, and then I'm in parentheses, I'm going to put the name of the meeting, and I drag the meeting name in there, period. I look forward to seeing you, and now we're going to put the day of the week of the meeting. So to do that, we're going to drag the start time in. Then just to the right of start time, I'm going to click period. That's going to pop up this to date time function. To the right of the to date time paren, we're going to put a period again, and this time we're going to use format. It's going to offer us that the format be YYYYMMDD 2025. If you look down here, 0506, we're going to change that to just the day of the week by substituting out EEEE, which becomes Tuesday, which is the day requested. Then back up in the message editor, I'm going to put a period, 2 new lines, see you then, comma, a new line, and then a signature. Now I'm going to click test step. We should now have an email sent to the customer. Let's go look at it. The customer receives this email with a subject line, Discovery between Carolyn Bogart and a customer. Hey A, I saw you scheduled a meeting, discovery between Carolyn Bogart and a customer. I look forward to seeing you Tuesday. See you then. And it has proper new lines. Now we want to put a record in ClickUp in order to record the fact that we have a meeting with this potential customer. So we're going to connect N8n to ClickUp. We're going to create a create task operation, and we're going to insert a record into the folder that we created earlier in this lesson. Back in N8n, we'll click on the canvas and then click Save. Then we'll click the plus sign to the right of Gmail, and we will pull up a ClickUp operation of type Create a Task. To create a ClickUp connection, click on the right arrow, click Create New Credential, click Connect My Account, follow the prompts, and then you'll be connected. This is a resource of type Task, operation of Create, and then in the team name, we'll start to see the folders that we created in the first step. That's the name of I selected team name or ID, the Carol report. The space name is the team space. That was where we started creating our meeting folder. Our folder name is meeting folder. Our list name is meeting list. And then the name of the event that we're going to create is the cal.com discovery calendar meeting name. Since that's no longer in my inputs, let's go create a test step on that again. There are two ways to get this data. We can either start again by running the test step on our cal.com, and then it'll be available to Gmail and to ClickUp, or we can pull up the previous run and we can pin it. And this means that we're going to just use the data from our first step over again. So now that our data is pinned, if we double click on ClickUp, we should be able to see it. And there's the cal.com data. Now what we need to do is fill in the name of the task that we are going to send to our CRM. Let's pull the title, and that says it's a discovery between Carolyn Bogart and a customer. And then we'll put a space, and let's pull over the start time. And then we can test this. Node executed successfully. So it looks like we now have put a record over at ClickUp.com. Let's select the canvas, click Save, and now let's go look at ClickUp.com. On the home page in ClickUp.com, scroll down to Teamspace. Under Teamspace, click Meeting Folder. Under Meeting Folder, click Meeting List. Under Meeting List, check to see that your CRM entry has arrived. Discovery between Carolyn Bogart and a customer in our ClickUp. So that is how you create an N8n connection from a cal.com calendar, send out an email, connect to ClickUp, and record the meeting between you and the customer in your CRM.